yes. Oh, yes. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of FTB Style, Season 2, episode number 43. Right, I want to start things off today by apologising for the long break between the last episode and this, but I've been away on holiday, went to the Lake District and Lincolnshire also, but when I come back from the holiday, my hay fever kicked in big time and I couldn't barely breathe, so really didn't feel like making any videos at all. So I haven't been completely not on the server. I've mucked about. I've been doing a bit of research on the farmcraft, get that going. So I've got that topped up. And also over at the museum area, I've done a little bit of work. So hopefully we can go there shortly. And I'll meet you at the other end because this rail track's very loud. Right, so we're over here at the museum and I've done a little bit of a reveal there. First thing you notice, big giant notch head right in the middle there and the rails extending off into the building. Also, I've been messing about with different fluids there and I can't make up my mind yet whether I prefer this one, which is the, no, what is it? This one, let's get them up, Enderium or something. Where's the buckets of gear? I think it's the Enderium bucket, and the other one is the Ender fluid or Ender liquid. I like that because that's dark, but I like this one because if you watch closely, you get like a little glisten every now and again. I thought that'd be good because I was thinking of doing that coming down there and then have like a little pool of that stuff at the bottom around there. And I've got a beacon here now to help clear out. And I'll show you what else I've been up to. So if I just break that and that, we'll swap those over. And we're going to need it to grab a minecart. Let's see if I've got any made up. Yes, I have. Let's take one of those. Let's get back here. Hopefully it's still all working just how I want it to. And we can just jump in here. Oh! That was not meant to happen. And you notice the door popped open there. And we will end up coming into nothing at the moment. But it comes into this room here. Come on, shift out. Right, break. Yeah, so what happens, let's get back out of there. When a minecart goes over that track, how comes it's not activating again? I've tested this loads of times. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so when a minecart goes over that track, it opens up that door and it should actually keep it open. Don't know why it's not. I guess because it's not gone over it. It's just staying on it. It will come through this conduit down here and it will go into the relay here and flip all the things around. There's all drawbridges here hidden away, just one there. There's one there to put out the track so we can carry on going, and there's also another drawbridge there to close up the gap in between. So that what happens when you go over that drawbridge will retract, and this one will extend out with the tracking so we can carry on going. So the plan is to come in here and turn off into this direction so we can go off down this leg, which is going to be the vanilla leg of the museum. And also when it goes in here, I'm going to have another detection rail somewhere over here or on the way out to close these doors back on. And then once it's done the loop around here, we can come back and I'll probably send it off behind or underneath and go that way. The other idea I've had, the reason why we've been looking into Farmcraft is because I want to put all the items onto the Farmcraft pedestals. Let's get a Farmcraft book up. Oh, that is not how you spell that. Grab one of those and let's see if we can find those guys in here. I think it's in this one. Oh, pedestals. It's the one for the infusion water. So if we go in here, these pedestals, arcane pedestals, I thought we'd get into that and we can place all the items on there. And I'm still debating on whether to dig it all out completely like this and have the tracks just running around on like these monorail type things all the way round, so it weaves in and out and everything like that. I definitely want you to go round the whole museum on the rails. I thought that'd be a good little thing for the museum. It'd make it a little bit different. And the size of the museum is, like I said, it's not set in stone. I am actually thinking about moving the whole of this section here back only one block, just so I can make it even, so I can get this trim around this side. I know it's a big pain, but I think it may need to be done just to sort things out. Now I've got this notch head in, that gives me a reason to move it back, whereas before it didn't really matter. But for today's episode, I didn't really plan at all, so I thought what we'd do, I want to sort out the area around the outside here a little bit. I want to change out, say, this layer and this layer, the first two layers here. That can be all like sand beach, and the layers above it was going to be all turned into grass. And then later on we can dig out a little trench all the way around, make it look a little bit natural, and we'll change the water over here to one of these two here. I'm not decided yet, but first things first, I'm going to get to sorting out the sand here and the grass, and I'll get back to you shortly. Right guys, so I've finished mucking about with the dirt and the sand. If you look, I have gone all the way round this island that the museum building is on at the moment, all the way around, completely sorted out, got rid of all the stone. Oh, missed one little bit of dirt there. It must have popped up as an extra piece. And I can't even nick that bit to sort it out. Can I take that bit? No, I can't. Go, dirt. Right, yeah, I've gone all the way around. Even done some of the other islands, like the little ones just off. I've got even gone all the way around that bit and just done the double sand and made a big beach area there and covered up a lot of those big gaps and stuff. Covered all that up with the dirt, and I've gone around this island here also. So next up, next, the other thing, I've also moved the beacon out of the way. So next up we need to do is dig out, without throwing me shovel, some area around like these water features. So what I want is probably do that. So I have the front sort of staggered around like a pond area in front of them, so when these all flow out into these pond areas. And also I think what I may do is get the water to flow down the sides here as well. So let's see if we can get that to spread out. Like so. Maybe not. Will that go as well? That push it over. We'll sort something out there. We'll get them flying off the sides here as well. And also dig out along the back and make it like a pool area all the way along there. So I'm going to get going now. We should be able to sort that out. This bit here, turning the dirt and sand, took quite a long while, so we'll try and push on with this again now, and the area should be starting to come together. Also, I think I've decided to go with this one. What's this? The Enderium, molten Enderium. So we'll go with that one. I'll change all the water out. I think it should give us a nice contrast as well between the blue of the glass and everything else. But that should make it a hell of a lot better. Also, I want to have water in here as well. So we need to change that up at some point. But for now, I'm going to just do the pool areas around there. And then we'll come back and we'll make some molten Enderium up. Right guys, just a quick update to show you what I've been up to so far. I've done it all the way along the front here, dug it all out so far, all the way around up to here. I want to change out this property to gravel within the actual pond areas, so it looks more of a pond bed. I think this needs to be dug out a little bit more, don't you guys? It looked a bit too sharp there. I need to dig this out along here, I think. A bit like that. And let's take that out, that, and that. And a little bit out of here. Much better, that's not as harsh. And I like that little sticky habit because once that goes, that should look pretty good. So I've got to carry on doing this. Don't need to do it down the side, but I need to do it round the back there. And I'll get you back to you when it's done, and hopefully I have all the gravel in here as well. Right guys, so I'm making my way back to the main base here, and what I thought I'd do is get a little bit more of Enderium into the smelter smelting here. I've been chucking a few bits in there. Let's see if I've got any more crafted. I think I'll put some overnight. Yes, loads more. 3,000 I did overnight. Left that running. I should be able to just chuck that in there. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to need of this stuff, but is that the tank full now? Yep, that's that full. So also, I think we'll be able to do this. If I take that there, take that off of there, chuck that away, and I should be able to grab one of those and one of these guys, put that on there, and I do not want that connecting to that. What have I done with a wrench? There it is. Come off of there. Empty hand, please. Disconnect that from there, and we'll put a tank. Should be able to put a tank on top. So I'll do extract from that one. Extract. Always active, and insert on that one. That's that filling up with all the fluids. Then on the other end, which will be this tank on top of a floodgate, hopefully it should input that into the ponds over at the other end. So I'm going to quickly make my way down there and we'll see if that works. Right, before we set the floodgate up, I thought I'd show you what I've done round the back side of the building. These are just temporary plugs for when we flood this with the Enderium. I've dug all this out here, got that. I've sort of done with the gravel, I've blended it into the sand, so when that floods out there, it'll flood down into here. Also, there's a little pond there, pond section round here, and one on its own, which I'm not going to flood out into. I don't want it all flooding into the water. So I think we'll start by putting the floodgate just in here first. So I think we can stick it there like that. Put that on there. And I'm guessing we're going to have to twizzle that around. Ooh, is that not going to extract? Oh, no, it is. It is. I thought it wasn't. Like I didn't get too close. I would have called a light. So hopefully that will fill this area up to that level with the Enderium. That is the plan. Do have one bucket, so we can actually drop this one right there. I'm going to need to get a few bucket loads as well and fill up that line up the top. And while I'm at it, I may as well remove these sections of dirt. And also these guys. Oh no, I can't remove that one. We'll put that temporary there. That will actually need to be dirt because I'm not going to have this flooding into the scene either. So just put that one back and we'll get rid of that, and that's going to need to be replaced with a piece of gravel which I can nick from there. And I didn't get. Haha. We'll take this one in. Boom. Done. And I'll tell you what, we'll shape this a little bit more. Like so, yes. That's all flowing down nice and well. That should fill up nicely. See, I've done this with gravel here. It doesn't look like I need to because you can't actually see through it. So I might as well leave that piece I've missed then and just fill it completely up. So, right, I think I can. If it hasn't used all the stuff up, which it has. So I'm waiting for that other stuff to melt back there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put an ender chest on the smelter with a hopper underneath it facing into it. So every now and again I'll be able to dump some of this into there. So I'm going to get that going, fill these ponds up, and I'll get back to you when I've done that and show you the end result, hopefully. See you soon. Right guys, I said to you I'll come back to you when the lakes are full. Well, I've not quite got them full yet. They're taking a lot longer than I thought it would take. It's actually been, I think it's 2 days since I was last on here, and I still haven't got enough. But from here, well, even from closer up, it's looking pretty damn good. I've filled all the top sections where it flows from. They're all completely full, and I've done a good proportion of the lakes themselves, done all the way along here. Almost filled that one up, and the one we started off from the last clip, that is actually full there. I still got one more round the back there, which is quite a large one to fill up, but I probably for now won't fill this section because I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I might have it flowing down into there and just having it on the lower section, but we'll think of that at a later date. So I'm going to call that the end of this episode, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time, and hopefully next time we'll do something a little bit different, come away from the museum for a little bit. Okay guys, I'll see you then. Bye bye.